Hey, have you ever prayed and felt like no one was listening? I mean, really prayed. With your whole heart. Maybe you cried. Maybe you fasted. Maybe you stayed up at 3 a.m. whispering into the dark, hoping heaven would whisper back. But instead, nothing. Just silence. No signs. No dreams. No verses that jump out. No sudden peace. Just silence. I've been there too. More than once. And for the longest time, I thought silence meant something was wrong. Maybe I had failed. Maybe I wasn't spiritual enough. Maybe God was disappointed in me. Or maybe he left. But I want to tell you something that changed my perspective completely. Something I discovered sitting in that silence, night after night. There's a message hidden in it. And once I understood that, everything shifted. Let me take you to a story in the Bible that might sound familiar. It's in John 11. Lazarus, a close friend of Jesus, gets really sick. So his sisters Mary and Martha send for Jesus. And they're confident he'll come. After all, they know he loves them. They've seen the miracles. This is personal. But Jesus doesn't come. In fact, he waits. Not minutes, not hours, days. By the time Jesus shows up, Lazarus is dead, buried, wrapped in grave clothes. And Mary and Martha are heartbroken. If you had been here, they say, our brother wouldn't have died. And I've said that too, in different ways. God, if you had stepped in, I wouldn't have lost that opportunity. If you had spoken, maybe I wouldn't be in this pain. If you had answered me sooner, maybe I wouldn't be doubting so much right now. But here's the thing, Jesus wasn't being distant. He was being deliberate. He didn't come to prevent a death. He came to reverse one. Because while they were praying for healing, Jesus was preparing resurrection. That hit me so deeply. What if the delay is divine? What if the silence is strategy? God's silence doesn't mean he's not moving. It often means he's doing something so much bigger than what you're asking for. But here's the hard part, silence is uncomfortable. It's awkward. It feels like rejection. We want clarity, a word, a sign, something. But God isn't a vending machine. He's a master artist. And sometimes, the most meaningful strokes are the ones you don't see until you step back. There were nights when I felt like I was screaming into a void. I'd open my Bible and it felt dry. I'd pray and it felt like the words hit the ceiling. I'd look for signs and get nothing. But over time, I started to see that silence doesn't mean absence. It can mean trust. It can mean God is growing something deeper in you. It can't be rushed. Think about a seed. When it's planted, it disappears underground. It's quiet. It's dark. There's no applause. No evidence. But deep beneath the surface, transformation is happening. And if you dig it up too soon to check on it, you kill it. Some of God's greatest works in you will happen in the dark. Some of the most important answers come without words, only stillness. Isaiah 30:15 says, "In quietness and trust is your strength." Let that sink in. Your strength isn't always in striving. It's in the surrender, in the quiet, in the waiting. You know, even Jesus on the cross cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Even he felt that crushing silence. But that silence wasn't the end. It was the space between crucifixion and resurrection. So if you're in that space right now between the pain and the promise, I want you to know you're not alone. You're not being ignored. You're being prepared. Don't mistake the pause for punishment. Maybe God is letting something in you die not to destroy you, but to resurrect you stronger. Maybe he's quiet because the lesson is happening within. Maybe the silence is the sound of your soul being rewired. And I get it. It's hard. We live in a world where silence is uncomfortable. We fill it with noise, with scrolling, with distractions. But God is not in the noise. He's in the whisper. He's in the stillness. He's in that sacred, quiet space where only He and you exist. I used to panic in the silence. Now, I lean in. Because I've learned something beautiful. When God is silent, He's not doing nothing. He's doing what only He can do. He's orchestrating. He's aligning. He's protecting. He's healing things you don't even know are broken yet. So the next time you feel that silence, don't rush out of it. Sit in it. Breathe in it. Ask God, what are you doing here? And then listen. Not with your ears, but with your heart. Because silence is not the absence of God. It's often the presence of something holy that hasn't fully unfolded yet. Thanks for sitting with me through this. If this touched something in you, I'd love to hear from you. Share your silence story in the comments. Someone out there might need to read it. And if you're still waiting in the silence, don't lose heart. The hidden message is this: He's not ignoring you. He's inviting you to trust, to go deeper, to become something new. And when the silence finally breaks, you'll understand why it lasted so long. He's closer than you think, even when He says nothing at all.